Hey everyone, that's me in 2012 as a first year teacher embarking on a journey into a technology less classroom where only my jokes were keeping my students engaged, sort of. When I think about how much technology has changed since then and about all of my favorite apps or software applications that I've used throughout the years, whether personally or professionally, I make sure to ask myself three things. Is it useful? Is it innovative? And is it easy to use and intuitive? I could definitely argue for many apps I've used throughout the years, like Uber, Google Photos, even Facebook, but this presentation software called Peardeck has changed the way students learn by making content formative, fun, and useful. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of upset they didn't have this when I was growing up. Peardeck is a Google add-on that brings your slides to life with interactive questions that can be added to any presentation. Today, we're going to discover the tools, expansive capabilities that Peardeck has to offer. Whether you're a teacher, an administrator, corporate trainer, or even a manager, I can help you use this web application to make your presentations interactive, fun, and super engaging. All right, first things first, what's on the agenda? We're going to first talk about why Peardeck rocks. We're going to discover why Peardeck is the best kept secret in education. Second, I'm going to teach you how to make your slides interactive, fun, and engaging. Third, we're going to look at how to launch a presentation and looking at how the teacher dashboard makes for a great learning experience. And then lastly, I'm going to help you troubleshoot and fix common issues inside the software app. All right, and Peardeck has the stats to prove how awesome it really is. So 94% say it promotes more engagement. 90% say it promotes peer communication, and 85% say it supports the development of student critical thinking skills. All right, why Peardeck rocks? First thing, you can keep and maximize existing content and curriculum. As teachers, we've already invested in content, we've already invested in curriculum, we've already made our Google Slides, our PowerPoint. Here, you're able to keep your lessons in any format that you can use and share, and you can create, collaborate, and share your Peardeck files with a single click. Next, it's seamless integrations and unlimited storage. Peardeck works on any device, in any browser, and seamlessly integrates with Google and Microsoft apps for education. Third, it's easy to use, it's easy to implement. With thousands of tech tools out there, teachers have enough on their plate without learning new ones. Peardeck is built to work with the classroom apps that teachers really use. So working with Peardeck is as simple as opening Google Slides, opening a PowerPoint, and there's no need to learn a new set of tools. In addition, we have improved equity and engagement. We know that active learners reduces achievement gaps. It also improves outcome and achievement. And lastly, it improves your culture and your climate. We know that students learn more when they're engaged, when they feel a sense of belonging or a connection to their teacher and peers, and they're more likely to stay in school and have success in life. So Peardeck makes it easy for teachers to connect with every single student in class across every subject, every grade, and every day. All right, let's now learn how to use Peardeck. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make any Google slide presentation into an interactive, fun, and engaging lesson. So first things first, I need to pull up my Peardeck. So here I can click the top where it says Peardeck, and it's going to pull up to the right side over here. If I don't have that Peardeck at the top, I can click Add-ons, scroll down to Peardeck for Google Slides add-on, and I can open my Peardeck there as well. So here I have a template library where I can use multiple templates. And then I have Ask Students a Question. So this is a spot where I can make each of my slides interactive. I have text, multiple choice, number, website, draw, and draggable. Today we're going to focus on three of those. We're going to focus on multiple choice, draw, and draggable. So looking at this first question I have is what type of an angle is shown on the right? So this would be a great example of using multiple choice. So I'm going to go ahead and make this slide interactive by clicking multiple choice here to the right. And it's going to pop up multiple choice features for me. I could just leave it as A, B, and C, or I can go ahead and type in acute angle for A, right angle for B, and obtuse angle for C. And once I do that, I can just update my slide, and this little feature here is letting me know that it is updated. And I can see at the bottom, this is a Peardeck multiple choice slide, and then it's going to be super imperative that I have this bar. This bar tells me that my slide is interactive. So this would be a great example of when to use multiple choice. This next one is a great example of when to use the draggable. So I have Australia, I want to locate it with a flag. I have Africa, I want to locate it with a pin. I have Asia, I want to locate it with a little fish. And then Europe, I want to locate with this symbol as well. So here I'm going to go ahead and click the draggable feature. And it's going to pull up my options for the draggable. And first things first, I have multiple options. Instead of just a dot, I can choose any of these options here. So I'm going to go ahead and click flag. And this bar here changes the size. So whatever my needs are, I'm going to kind of leave it in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and add another draggable feature. And for my next one, I wanted a pin. So I'm going to go ahead and click a pin that was orange. After that, I wanted to locate a little fish mark, which we will find right here for my fish. And then lastly, I wanted a compass. So here is my compass. So if I wanted to add one more, I could. I can exit out. I can change the sizes. A lot of awesome features in this draggable option. So I'm going to go ahead and update slide. This is telling me that it is adding my interactive slide. I want to make sure that I have this bar at the bottom. Lastly, how did you do? This is a great option for formative feedback. And I'm going to go ahead and just click the draw feature. What's great about draw is it allows you to have text and drawing. So students can either type out or they can draw. And I'm going to go ahead and show one more because this is a fun one. If you were an animal, which one would you be and why? I'll be able to show you some examples I have of this. But again, this is a simple just click draw. What's nice about this is it automatically updates the slide for me without having to do anything. And those are the three options for multiple choice, draw, and draggable. Ready to present my Peardeck. All of my slides are now interactive. I'm going to go over here to start lesson. And it's going to give me two options. There can be a student paced mode or an instructor paced mode, which is going to be real time. I'm going to go ahead and click instructor paced mode, and it's going to pull up my join code. I can join with a link or with a code, and it's also going to pop up my teacher dashboard. So notice it'll be loading for a few seconds here. This first part is my teacher dashboard. This is an awesome feature that Peardeck has that we're going to look at. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this for right now. That way I can see at the top right, if I click, this has my join code, and I can also click this give students a link. That way they can quickly join just with a link. Right here I have the left side is my teacher, the right side I'm going to act as a student. So I'm going to go ahead and join using this unique code, CKBLVX. It's going to ask me how I'm feeling, and it's going to pop up the presentation. And whatever I see on the teacher side is what I'm going to see on the student side as well. So now on my left side, I have my teacher dashboard. It says I have one person in my class. If I click the next slide, it's going to take me to my question. So on this right side is a student. So which type of angle is shown? And at the bottom, I can go ahead and answer those multiple choice questions that I put in. So I know that it's greater than 90 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and click obtuse angle. And then on the teacher dashboard, it's going to go ahead and show my student responses. And as I click to the next slide, what is on the teacher side is also going to show up on the student side. So here as a student, I can drag these features anywhere, and my teacher can see where I'm dragging them to. This is one of my favorite features of Peardeck. So here we're going to go ahead and put the flag at Australia. We're going to go ahead and put the pin at Africa. We will put the fish at Asia and our compass at Europe. And then my teacher can see that I successfully located each of those locations on her Peardeck. And this can be shown with a layout of every student. It can be shown listed, and then it can also be shown on top of each other. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next question. How did I do? So here I can draw. I can circle. I'm like, mixed results. I can change the thickness of it if I wanted it to be smaller. Say I wanted it to be less thick, I can change the color. And then I can also highlight, I can draw a line. And then what's great about the draw feature is I could also text and tell my teacher something. I felt like I did a really good job. And I can send a little note to my teacher as well. So that's what's great about the draw feature is it can also include text, and notice my teacher in the dashboard sees exactly what I'm working on every single time. And then the last question we had on our Peardeck was, if you were an animal, what would you be and why? I could draw my teacher a dog. I could type something. However, I want to do this, I can do, and I can erase. So say I'm drawing a dog, and let's see here. Not the best drawer. It's going to come together, I promise. Students do have trouble with a mouse. And I'm like, ooh, I am not liking this dog. I can erase it. That's a dog. No, it doesn't look like it, but it is. So that is a dog. I could be like, ooh, I'm embarrassed. I don't like that. It'll delete the response and so forth. So these are really, really fun options to have an interactive, fun, engaging lesson for your students. All right, and here are some awesome examples of real life Peardeck slides from real students. So here we have a cat, we have a parrot, we have a dog. I'm gonna go ahead and duck, no pun intended for a duck there. So here's some awesome real examples of how students have had fun with the app and how teachers can also encourage different types of learning. All right, and the last thing on our agenda today was to do a little bit of troubleshooting, seeing about some issues that can go wrong with Peardeck. So first things first, in this little video here to the right, I'm showing you that this interactive bar is the most important piece of Peardeck. If you accidentally delete it, then the slide is no longer interactive. In addition, if you accidentally shrink it or make it too big where it's not touching either side of your slide, then it will no longer be interactive. Those are the most common problems that people have using Peardeck. In addition, you need to make sure that you have a strong Wi-Fi and internet connection. Connectivity can be a huge issue with Peardeck, so you want to make sure that you don't have internet that's cutting in and out. And then the last thing that can be kind of the most annoying about this software app is that you can't make any changes mid-lesson. Say you forgot to add an interactive bar on one of your slides and it's not working. You're not able to add that in the middle of the lesson. You simply have to shut down, reopen a new one with a new join code for students to join, and then that slide will then become active. All right, I hope you were able to see why Peardeck is my go-to EdTech tool and how it can be implemented seamlessly with your content that you've already created. So join over the 90% of teachers who think Peardeck is essential to learning. Today, we were able to focus on how to make slides interactive, how to use the teacher dashboard, and how to troubleshoot any potential issues. And while each feature highlighted today is a huge part of Peardeck, there really is so much more to Peardeck has to offer. So in our next training, I'm going to teach you how to embed videos, add GIFs, add audio to give you an even more fun, interactive, and engaging presentation. Thank you so much.